Press Shift+A and create a lattice. A lattice is a non-renderable grid used to apply deformations to objects. On Properties panel, change the scale to 0.14, 0.06, and 0.01. Do not apply scale. Press numpad 3 to go to left view, and G, Z, 5 and enter to place the lattice over the front base mesh. Press Shift+D to duplicate, and G, Z, -10 and enter to place the lattice over the back base mesh. Select the top one, go to Object Data Properties, and set the V resolution to 3. Go to Edit Mode. Select the top middle vertices, press G, Z, 4 and enter, and exit Edit Mode. To make it round, increase the V resolution to 64 by clicking on this arrow. Otherwise, it will make a pyramid shape if you just type 64. For the U resolution, type 32, and for the W resolution, type 16. Select the bottom lattice and go to Edit Mode. Make sure you are on left viewport, otherwise your selections will be inverted. Select the bottom right vertices and press G, Z, 5 and enter. Select the bottom left vertices and press G, Z, -2 and enter. Exit Edit Mode and set U resolution to 32, V to 64, and W to 16. Select the front base mesh, go to Edit Mode, press Alt+Z to enable X-ray, and select all vertices at the top. Go to Object Data Properties, click the plus sign to create a vertex group, rename, and click Assign. Exit Edit Mode, go to Modifiers, add a lattice modifier, and place it on top. Click the eyedropper, and select the top lattice. In Vertex Group, select the one we've just created. This will prevent the lattice from deforming the bottom edge loop. Apply the lattice modifier. Press numpad/ to isolate the mesh, and Alt+Z to exit X-ray. Press Tab to go to Edit Mode. Select this edge loop, and press Ctrl+B to create a bevel. Set width to 1.5 mm and segments to 4. Select these two outer bevel edge loops and set min increase to 1. And for last, create this loop cut. Exit Edit Mode and check the result. Press numpad/ to exit Isolate and delete the top lattice. Select the back base mesh, go to Edit Mode, press Alt+Z to enable X-ray, and select all vertices at the bottom. Go to Object Data Properties, click the plus sign to create a vertex group, rename, and click Assign. Exit Edit Mode, go to Modifiers, add a lattice modifier, and place it on top. Click the eyedropper icon and select the bottom lattice. Select the vertex group and apply the lattice modifier. Press numpad/ to isolate the mesh. Go to bottom view by pressing numpad 7 to top view, then numpad 9 to flip, and press Alt+Z to exit X-ray. Press Tab to go to Edit Mode. Select this edge loop and press Ctrl+B to create a bevel. Set width to 4 mm and segments to 4. Select this edge loop, press Ctrl++ to expand selection, and press M to merge by distance. Make sure it has removed 58 vertices. If not, reduce the merge distance value. Now select these two outer bevel edge loops and set min increase to 1. And for last, create this loop cut. Exit Edit Mode and check the result. Press numpad/ to exit Isolate and delete the bottom lattice. Select both front and back meshes and press Ctrl+J to join them. Go to Edit Mode, press Alt+Z to X-ray, and select these two edge loops. Press M to merge by distance and remove the duplicate vertices. Press A to select all and Shift+N to recalculate the normals. Exit Edit Mode and X-ray, press numpad 7 to top view, rename the mesh, and click Hide in Viewport. Create a mesh circle. Set vertices to 16, press Ctrl+2 and set diameter to 12 mm. Press Shift+D to duplicate and set diameter to 10 mm. Press Shift+D to duplicate and press G, X, -28 and enter. Select the other 10 mm circle and press G, X, -51 and enter. Select all circles. Make sure to select the 12 mm last. Press Ctrl+J and apply scale. Delete the subsurface modifier. Go to Edit Mode. Select these three vertices, press Ctrl++ 3 times, and X to delete. Select these two vertices and press F to create a new edge. Select these two vertices and press F to create a new edge. Exit Edit Mode, add a mirror modifier, and apply. Move this shape by pressing G, Y, 40 and Enter, and rotate by pressing R, X, 90 and Enter. Go to Back View by pressing numpad 1 to Front View and numpad 9 to Flip. Unhide the controller mesh. Before we make the holes of the wire left and right buttons, let's fix another mistake I did. At first, I thought I was going to use 8 vertice circles instead of 16 for the cuts. That's why we need to add these loop cuts now. Go to Edit Mode, press Ctrl plus R and create 2 loop cuts here and another 2 here. Select both inner cuts and dissolve them. Now create 1 loop cut here and another one here. This will make the mesh ready to continue. While still in the controller mesh edit mode, select the circle mesh on layers, go to mesh and select knife project. These will make cuts on the controller mesh faces based on that circle shape. Hide the circle. Press 3 on keyboard to go to face selection, select the faces around the circle and press X to delete. Select these 2 edge loops, press X and select dissolve edges. Select these 2 edge loops, press X and select dissolve edges. These will reduce the circle vertices to 16. Fill the faces around. Select the wire circle middle vertex. Press Ctrl++ sign and extrude -0.5 mm on Z-axis. Press I to inset, type 3.5 and enter to make a 3.5 mm thickness inset. Press E to extrude, type -3.5 and enter to extrude -3.5 mm on Z-axis. Press X and delete the faces. Select this edge loop, press Ctrl+B, set width to 3.5 mm and segments to 4. Press Ctrl++ sign 2 times to span selection and M to merge by distance. Select this edge loop and set min increase to 1. Select this edge loop and set min increase to 1. Return to back view. Select the controller right button loop. Press numpad dot to zoom on selection. Press 3 on keyboard to face selection, select the faces around, and press X to delete. Press 1 on keyboard to vertex selection. Select these 2 vertices and press J to connect vertex path. Select these 2 vertices and press J to connect vertex path. This tool connects vertices in the order they are selected, splitting the faces between them. Now let's clean the mesh. Select these 2 edge loops, press X, and select dissolve edges. Select these 2 edge loops, press X, and select dissolve edges. Select these 2 edge loops, press X, and select dissolve edges. That will leave us with the right amount of vertices to create the faces we need. Start filling the faces. Select the right button faces. Press I to inset, set thickness to 1 mm, depth to -1 mm, press X and delete the faces. Select this edge loop and set min increase to 1. Repeat the same steps on the left button. Now let's create these little indentations the controller have. Select these top 6 front vertices, press Ctrl+B and set thickness to 2.5 mm. Press Ctrl++ sign to expand selection and press M to merge by distance. Press 3 on keyboard to face selection, select these 5 faces and press X to delete. Press 2 on keyboard to edge selection. Select this edge and copy its Y location. Just hover the mouse cursor over the Y value and press Ctrl+C to copy. Select this edge, press E to extrude, right click to cancel the move, and paste the Y location with Ctrl+V. Shift select this edge, press F to create a new face, subdivide, and fill both sides. Select all these sharp corner edges here and set min increase to 1. And for last, select this edge here and reset min increase to 0. Repeat the same steps on the back side, but select these 3 edges only. Here I'm just resetting the vertices locations that shifted after the merge process. Just copy the bottom vertex Z location and paste it on the top one. Now let's create the division between the controller. On back view, select these middle 3 edge loops, press Ctrl+B and set thickness to 0.25 mm. Press Alt+Z, select extrude faces along normals, type -0.25 and enter. Extruding along normals will lock the extrusion to only move along the local normals of the selected mesh. In this case here, all faces will be extruded inside the controller mesh. Press 2 on keyboard to edge selection. Press numpad 5 to change from orthographic to perspective, so it's easier to select the edges we need. Here I'm just selecting all edge loops that we need to crease, including the ones we already did. After the extrusion, we've created new geometry that needs to be selected, so it's easier to select the whole edge loop again. So after everything is selected, set min crease to 1. Press 3 on keyboard to face selection, select these 2 faces created after the extrusion and press X to delete. Repeat the same steps on the left and right button. And with that, we finished the third part of our Super NES controller modeling course. The next video will be part 4, the D-pad and the buttons. If you're still here, it means you are liking the content of this course. This took me a lot of time and planning to make it. So please consider subscribe to the channel, like the video, share it, and leave a comment. It's fast, simple, and most important, it's free. Thanks a lot for watching, and see you on the next one. Bye bye.